Alright team, so today we're going to do a 2021 trans fluid change. It's a sealed system, so normally you'd have to go to a full service shop to get it done, or the dealership, but I'm going to show you how to do that today. So normally that's where the dipstick would be, is this right here. So looking at that little hole right there, there's a clip in there. You stick a screwdriver in, push it this way, and then that'll pop right off. So let me go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, here it is out. Looking there, there's the little tab right there, and like I say, just push it down towards the cylinder there, and that'll pop right out. I was looking there right now. So what I'm going to do is put this back on top, so that way nothing gets into the fluid there, into that pipe that goes straight to the transmission, no dirt or anything like that. So put it on there, just not snapping it down, so that way nothing gets into it. So here we are under the car now. So we do have to go ahead and remove this splash shield. You don't have to take off the whole thing. It's sectioned off into two different pieces here, so it's held on by, you know, those little push things. So just either get a flathead screwdriver, but you do run the risk of going ahead and breaking those off, and then you'd have to replace them, or use some other way to hold those on there, or just go to your local Walmart or auto parts store, get you a little trim thing puller, and then those will come right out. So I'll go ahead and take all these out and then be right back. All right, so here it is with it off. There it is over there. Honestly, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was. So there's some there, some there. And you need to remove two hex nuts that are 10 millimeter. But after that's done, just slide it back, get it out of your way. And here we are with the transmission. So we're going to be removing this here. That's the drain bolt there. It's a 19 millimeter, so we'll just go ahead, take that off, and then kind of go from there. Make sure you have your catch can right under it. So that's what you want to see there, little drips. So we're going to put this back on here and tighten it up. Wipe off the excess here with shop towel, microfiber cloth, whatever. Make sure that's good. Now we tighten it back up. So there's, went ahead and tighten that back up. Obviously you don't want to make sure you're overdoing it, because you don't want to strip this, because then you'll have to replace the whole pan, and that can get pretty costly, so you don't want to do that. Here is the filter for that. Most older models has a filter in the pan here. To be honest, I'm not quite sure if there's one here and this one here, but normally you go ahead and replace when you're doing a complete flush, you'd replace this and the filter that's inside here. Today we're just doing the fluid change. The next service I'll go ahead and swap out this filter and this filter. I mean, essentially it's a brand new car. It really doesn't have very many miles on it, so we'll go ahead and change that out the next time I go ahead and do this flush, and then show you guys how to do that. But it's relatively easy. This one here, 4 bolts, these here, 10 millimeters, 2 here at the bottom, 2 on the top. Comes out, looks like a canister filter. There's going to be an O-ring that you got to take off. That's pretty much snugged up here. And then on the shaft on the inside, there's going to be also another rubber piece that you have to take off and then replace. So you'd replace all that when you're swapping this out. All right, so now we'll go ahead on top and then fill the fluid up. All right, so here we are. Put the funnel on. I didn't have a shorter funnel, unfortunately, but this will still work. It's in there. We're going to be putting the CTV automatic transmission fluid here. Honestly, you want to make sure that it's a CTV for your Sentra. Also, the other things you want to look for here is that the 2021 uses NS3. So, and with this one is Nissan's for NS2 and NS3s. The NS2 was more of a, I want to say it was 2013 through 2019, I believe that it was. I'm not 100% positive, but you want to make sure that you get the right transmission fluid for your vehicle. Otherwise, you're just going to damage and ruin your transmission. So this vehicle gets 4.5 quarts. This is a 5-quart jug, a gallon, let's just say. So we're going to go ahead and start pouring that in. So we finished filling that up. Now it's just reinstalling the little cap here. Make sure it goes on straight and that it snaps in place. Just like that. So then now what we do is we go inside, start it up, and then go through the gears. So here we are with the gears. Go through it a few times, 3 seconds in between each one. Obviously, keep your foot on the brake. And make sure, obviously, that it's not leaking or anything like that. it's not, so it should be all good. So then you just take it for a little test drive, make sure that everything is good. Let it get up to temperature, and then just put the splash guard back on and you're good to go.